good with y'all? Fully focused, back at it again with another video. Today I want to talk about accountability and having your inner circle hold you accountable as well for what you need to do or your goals and your ambitions. Like I said, there's always a plan, a strategy that people should have in mind, right? So you want to, it doesn't matter how basic it is or how general it is. What I do is open up a Word doc and then plan out within my months the goals I want to hit within certain aspects. I break it down to various documents, whether it's professional, within the gym, what do I want to do with my books, coding, whatever. That's something that you want to get because that's how you track your results and then you maintain that. So why is that important? I'm holding myself accountable to meet those goals. Now, I'm not going to hold you. Some of the goals I don't even meet. I can't execute. It's use that as motivation, right? Use that as a mental note to push even harder. Some weeks, in the gym, I go 120%. Some weeks I go 90 or 80, even though I don't realize it, but the aspiration is 100% every day or 110%, right? And as humans, we have our ups and downs. It's perfectly fine, we do have our ups and downs, and it's something that we can control, but it's something that can be hard to control under certain circumstances, certain degrees, right? So that's why the importance of holding yourself accountable gets you a lot farther than setting those goals and not hitting them, right? People go to the gym January 1st, New Year, New Me, right? That's a new wave that happens every year, every time, and it's surprising because throughout all my years in the gym, even though I took breaks in between, I've had at least a good number of experiences seeing this New Year, New Me on various gyms, and it's surprisingly sad, like crazy. I don't mean to downgrade or be condescending, but it is actually pretty sad. People do not really hold themselves accountable, and you hear repeated complaining time and time again. Oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. I should lower this, lower that. No, you already had a plan, right? You just didn't execute it, or you did not fulfill that procedure, right? It does not have to meet the expected goals or the expected outcome, but at least attempt the procedure, right? And fulfill the procedure. As long as you fulfill the procedure, at least that's when you say you tried and it did not always work out. It does not always have to be 110% an A. Sometimes you're gonna get a B plus, but hey, you still get the degree with the B plus, right? So having your own accountability and having your friends hold you accountable is something good as well. Sometimes, actually with all humans, we going back, this is through the scientific route, right? Going back, we always formed and we were always in tribes, right? We were never, singled out. We never were alone. We're not like tigers or panthers. There was always a pack, right? We always had a pack. We always helped each other's deficiencies in one way or another. There's always the strongest will go out, hunters and gatherers, right? The women would be the nurturers, provide and help the wounded, right? And then the weaker or lesser men tend to be, now this is within the physical predominance, right? Tend to either be the strategist or provide whatever skill that they don't have that accommodates for their lack of physical dominance or the hunting trait, right? And just because they don't talk about it in the books, that doesn't mean that doesn't happen. You see it throughout today. Within your family household, who is the one that's the strongest, right? Who's the one that, always cleans up and takes care of people? Who is the one that provides the wits, the strategy, You see that within your social dynamic. That's something that, this is obviously within the scientific routes, people that are religious don't need to accept the idea, but just acknowledge at embodies this philosophy that, it relates back to what we have before thousands and thousands of years of routine, genetic formation, and social interaction within Homo sapien species. So Homo sapien sapien, Homo sapien Neanderthal, Homo sapien erectus, whatever it is. So having people that will hold you accountable as well will get you better results. This is obviously to improve results in life and actually change your life. You're not going to change your life without the action. You can write it down, right? But then actually doing the action is something else. Having a mental thought is cool, but actually performing it is something else as well, right? So whenever, I'm in the gym, what I did actually, now I like to go to the gym a lot because we made a lot of progress there, and this is where me and my friend, my gym partner, we made a lot of change ourselves into our personality just because due to the fact that we got physically better and we got motivated on putting up more weight and, trying to get our physique to the optimized state, right? Where we hold ourselves accountable. He helped me with my squat because when I came back from my long break, I didn't squat a lot, right? Obviously, before we were in high school, I would just do 275. I see it now, it's pretty pathetic, but that's just in my opinion. With regards to myself, if I see other people doing it, as long as they're pushing themselves, and that's all that really matters. But this is all with respect to myself. 275 that I look at it now when you're squatting is baby weight for me. Back then I saw it as a challenge and I didn't want to push myself. That's all you got to do. You can't grow without putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation or a situation you're not familiar with, because once you do that, then you figure out how to get out of that. You find a solution, and that in turn gets you smarter or gets you more adaptability. When you adapt to your environment multiple times, you have the tendency to figure it out more quickly than someone that is not going to put in or has been in their comfort zone for a long time, right? So we helped each other. I helped him with his bench press. Now this guy last week, he hit 275. This guy could not do 225 or even 215. Where were we at? I'd say about less than a year ago. Less than a year, he was still not doing it. And now this guy is pushing himself. He's doing 275. He's proving all the haters wrong. Why? Because he holds himself accountable. And to some degree, I was there as well because I helped him push and I believed in him. I see him as a tomorrow person, right? I see what he's going to become. I don't see him what he has now, and I saw that 275 and I envisioned it. I hold him accountable to that, and guess what? He made a mental note, and then he performed, and he did his dues. He paid his due diligence, right? With me, he did the same thing with me. First of all, when I got back, then our second or third leg day, I attempted 315, which he helped me push. He held me accountable to actually become better and strive to become the best version of myself, right? I failed at 2 reps. Was about maybe, I was a lot skinnier, probably 180-ish, and I couldn't even do that. 182, around that. I was fat, slim fat, lost a lot of muscle, partially because of what COVID happened. They shut down all the gyms, and also because I stopped going to the gym previous time duration for that. So what happened? Now I squat 405. We had consistency. There was a good amount of period where we did not have leg day together, so that's where the accountability to myself, to pushing myself, always trying to get 1 rep better, right? That 0.001, 0.01, 0.1%, 1% regardless, every day, and you see it accumulatively over time. You're not going to see results obviously overnight. There's no such thing as overnight success. Chances are slim to none. It's a probability given statistics, but through work, right, then you see the results. So that's where it applied in my life, and definitely I wanted to apply in your guys' life as well. So accountability. Don't make excuses. Don't be complaining. If you do make excuses, that's just another way of saying you're not going to get the job done, right? You can't get the job done. We can all get the job done. It just is a matter of persistence. So having that accountability takes away a lot of the procrastination that you will perform, and actually you get the results. And that's what differentiates from you and everybody else, is because your attention to focus and your attention to you actually back up your talk. With me, I back up my talk with everything I do. And you'll see more confidence within yourself, and that's going to improve your life, you know. So that's all it really is, and what it's coming down to. So thank y'all for tuning into the video. Definitely hit subscribe, get a like, comment, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right.